Welcome to day 4, and how are you doing? I say that because day 4 is usually the time where participants start to fall off. And why that happens? There can be many reasons, and some of them are very valid. Life happens. I totally 100% get that. But if you're trying to kind of create a new habit and make Pilates part of that, there's some little tricks we have to do with our brain, because our brain isn't going to want to keep doing things that make us feel bad. So if you are judging yourself, if you are coming back to Pilates after a long hiatus and you're frustrated because you were further along before than now, or the body has developed new shapes from before, let's put all the negative chatter in our brain away. Instead, let us celebrate that we are here on our mats together right now. So let's do this together. Yes! I mean, seriously, you might feel foolish, but give me a little dance, a little smile, get that energy going. We're here together. Woohoo! Now, don't you feel better? That totally helps. And it's going to make you want to come on your mat. We have to keep tricking our brain. All right? The more we do that, the more we're going to come back to our mat. So today we're going to need a squishy ball. Thank you for all those comments and all those aha moments you're getting. I love it. Keep them coming. They help me create the next video. So let's make sure that we are keeping each other accountable. Seriously, every time I have to talk to you right in front of me. I think she got a little bee sting on her eye or something. There's a little bite there. We'll play after, okay? Let me just do this video and we'll play after. Yes, okay? I promise. So grab your squishy ball. We're continuing with that idea of alignment and posture, okay? So take your ball, lie down on your back first. We're going to take that ball right underneath our pelvis. And I don't know if you can see her or not, but she is right next to me. Okay. So you'll notice the ball is nice and squishy and rolls around. So we have an unstable pelvis right now. So just kind of let it roll side to side. Give it a little woo, a swishy switch. All right, so there's a lot of mobility there. Let us get our pelvis. Think about when we were on the mat the other days. Wide. What does that feeling of wide feel like? So as we anchor it, we're letting it just expand to the floor. All right, feet are anchored. And then just draw your belly in. Draw your ribs in. And then upper back wide, arms down. So let's take our pelvis and just kind of let our pelvis tilt to the right. Just the pelvis. Don't let those legs get involved. So even look at your knees. Did your knees move? Hopefully not. Come back to center. Other side, look at your knees. Just tilt the pelvis. Come to center. And so as you tilt from side to side, you're going to notice your ball moves. But also notice, do you feel any stretches? Any stretches of muscles that are attached to the bones of the pelvis? And then come back to center. Now let's roll it towards us. And as you roll your pelvis towards you, the ball pushes away. And then we take that pelvis, reach it away, and that ball rolls towards you. Pull with the abdominals. And then feel length. You don't want to just arch back. We're pulling that tailbone away. And then draw the belly in. Inhale, let it reach away, and you're just anchoring the arms, keeping that belly engaged. And then exhale, draw the waistband in. 2 more. Go with your breath. And then just come to center. And now we're going to go a little around the circle. So we're going to take it over to one side. We're going to bring it towards us, go to the other side, and let it go back. And again, we're trying to keep our thighs still. So look at your knees and really try to keep them where they are. Can you isolate the pelvis? And yes, your rest of your spine will move because it's attached, but really try to anchor that lower half. When you've done a few circles one way, we can reverse it. Keep that spine lengthened. We're not just arching and crunching, right? We're keeping length as we circle. And then just bring it to center and then just find that anchored pelvis. We're going to pull our knees into us. You can take your hands around the ball or on either side. And let's just take one leg up and stretch it. And then take your other leg up and stretch it. And then pull your ankles towards one another so you can really seal your thighs together. And from here, I want you to just bend your knees right into you. And then as you exhale, you're going to reach away at a high diagonal. And as you reach away, really trying to keep the pelvis anchored, the belly in. Go ahead, bend it in. I'll inhale here. Exhale, reach away, anchor the arms, pull the belly in, stretch it away. So we're on an unstable surface here. So I want you to really feel the length of your spine, the length of your legs. As you bend in, keep the length of your spine. Keep reaching through the tail and the sit bones. Keep that sensation even when you reach the legs away. What's anchored is the upper arms, the back is nice and wide and anchored, and your belly is in. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Now hold right here, and we're going to pull those legs up. Now keep reaching them away from you, anchoring the belly. And then we're going to start to reach the legs away from you as they lower. Stretch through the tail, stretch through the sit bones. Stop when you feel like, okay, that is where I can hold without gripping for dear life. And then feel that reach away as we lengthen those legs back up. Again, the arms are anchored. The upper back is wide and anchored. Stretch. Try to really reach away from your waist. Reach away from your waist on the way up. 3 more. Breathe either way that you want. You can inhale down, exhale up, or exhale down, inhale up, whatever feels good for you. Hold it. Pull the ankles towards one another, even on the way up. We've got 2 more. Do you feel how the waist really controls the movement? And this is our posture right here. Nice open posture. It's ankle are anchored. It's supported. No rolling shoulders forward. Ankles or wrists. Let's do one more. I want you to notice, are your wrists tenting? Like really try to keep your wrists heavy and your shoulders heavy. Yeah, you see that posture? It sort of wants to grip, right? Or maybe that's just me. All right, so come here. You're going to take it down. Notice, what does it feel like to have your pelvis on the mat? Hopefully you feel kind of a little bit more anchored maybe. So taking that ball right between your thighs and now anchoring your arms again. You're going to roll the pelvis towards you like we've been doing. It's not going to feel like it has as much mobility because the ball's not there, but we're going to continue to lift up and you're going to stretch that pelvis towards your knees. Squeeze your ball and anchor your feet. All right, now as you anchor your palms and your upper arms, just hold. And now we're going to roll down, and you're going to roll down evenly through the spine. Feel yourself reaching long out the tailbone, but also out the crown of your head. And we roll it up again. Anchor the palms. The wrists are heavy. The upper arms are heavy. Anchor the feet. Squeeze the ball. Reach the pelvis long. And we roll it. Try 3 more. Just kind of rolling through it, finding it with your breath. Feeling a little flow and groove. And then go ahead, just hug those thighs in. Let's roll it up. We're going to take that ball behind our mid back, and you're just going to rest it to where you can sort of keep your chest and neck up and there's no tension. Squeeze your thighs together and then interlace your fingers behind your head. Push the weight of your head in your hands in your head. Now we're going to feel that sensation of reaching away. Now we're using the upper body to reach away. So you're anchoring the pelvis. And then feel yourself really reaching on an inhale. And then on your exhale, keep the weight of the head in the hands. Keep that sensation of reaching the spine long, even though you're coming up. So if I were just to think about coming up, it's like a crunch, right? But when I think about the length coming up, it's a different sensation. Anchor the pelvis, the feet, pull the ankles and hips towards one another. So that's anchored. And again, our center is working. We're reaching away from our center. So reach away from your center, even though you're pulling your center in. It's that idea of opposition. It's a Pilates principle right there. Pretty cool. It gets more muscles involved. It gets muscles around bones involved. It gets your body working uniformly just by changing the thought and intention. So the intention of just crunching is very different than the intention of staying long and working from my center. Weight of the head in the hands. Could possibly get in a little shake zone, right? Good. Now we're just going to stay here, and I want you to practice 100 here. This is a quintessential Pilates move as you squeeze the ankles towards one another, push your heels down, push your hips down, and we're going to keep our legs down for this. So I want you to reach your arms long, and remember yesterday with the band, we practiced keeping the chest wide, the arms on the back, and we're going to pump from our back. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Keep breathing like that. So our center is engaged. Yes, we're breathing into our ribs. Your legs are reaching away from your center, just like we did in the beginning of class, and your upper body is reaching from your center as your center pulls in. So just play with that. Now go ahead, flex your feet, keep your heels where they are, and we're going to continue to roll up through our spine as you dive over your thighs, hollowing out your belly, rounding over your thighs, pulse it from your belly. 1, 2, 3, pull that waistband back, find that ball. You might have to move it with your arm, hands behind your head, and now let's reach our body over that ball. Stretch your legs away from you, pull your center in, and as we come up, you're anchoring your hips, anchoring your heels. And we want to lift our spine up and over the legs as the legs stay where they are. Pulse it. 1, 2, 3. Pull it back and over and up. 2 more times. Feeling the length here. As we lift, we keep our length. Anchor the heels. Pull the thighs towards one another. And one more time. And then we just roll it on up through the spine. Really good job. All right, let's just do a little seated work here. You're going to grab your ball in front of you. You're going to get your legs into a little V for spine stretch. I want you to push your hands into the ball to sit up tall. All right, heels anchor. You want your toes straight up. You want your knees straight up. So we're not turning our legs out here. Everything's faced up. Take an inhale. push into that ball. And then on your exhale, we're going to dive it up and over. Keep a little pressure into that ball, and we pulse it from our belly. 1, 2, 3. Pull it up as you press into the ball to get taller, hips down. And dive it. 1, 2, 3, and up. And dive it. 1, 2, 3, and up. 2 more times. And up. Good job. All right, let's turn it to our stomach. We're going to take the ball right underneath our chest and rest your head over. Spin your inner thighs up so we're nice and parallel with our legs. Our feet are anchored. Reach long through your tailbone. So now you're going to draw your belly in, and as you draw your belly in, it starts to pick up your back. And as your back lifts and your belly lifts, you're going to start to press your chest forward. And as you press your chest forward, you're going to feel that ball maybe move forward. Stay long in that tailbone. Press your feet down. And we lower. Inhale as you come up. Stretch that spine long. Keep it long, even though you're lifting. Stretch it longer, and you'll feel that ball start to stretch forward. In opposition, your legs go. Tail and feet. Belly in. Inhale. Exhale. Try 2 more. And then just let your body rest for a second in this little flexion, and you can kind of let your legs go, rock them a little bit. All right, we're going to take the ball now in front of us. We need really strong wrists for this one. Really strong arms. So the arms are on your back. Your wrists are long. So what I mean by that is when you press into the ball, I don't want wrists flexing, okay? That breaks the energy. And then kind of reach your arms forward and back and feel how they feel when they're on your back, right? Pull them onto your back. Press into that ball with your palms, but you're pressing from your back muscles. We practiced that the last few days. So feel the back engage. Draw your belly in. Reach the tail long. Pressure of those feet down. So now we're going to keep lifting the belly. And as the belly lifts, the chest lifts. The ball just comes along for the ride because the arms are attached to your back. And then we take it down. So see if you can feel your body working uniformly here. Everything's attached. Arms to back, belly to spine, tail is long, feet are down. We're trying to create the longest extension we can. Stretch that spine long as it lifts. We don't just pull it back or up. We feel the length. 2 more. Good job. Sit back. Nice little stretch here. All right, so I'm about at time right now, but I just want to do one more quick exercise because I want you to feel the alignment on your side. So we're going to take that ball right underneath our lowest ribs and then bring your hand to your head and feel sort of your elbow and shoulder lined up, and then the shoulder to your hip lined up. So it's like one long line, as if I were lying on my back. It's the same alignment, like pretend the mat is on your back, like you're lying on your back. So we want length here. We want the belly in, one half of your body reach one way, other half the other way. And then we pike our legs just so we're not wobbly. We have more of a base of support. So I want you to anchor your bottom hip, anchor your bottom elbow, and then push into the mat, okay? Now draw your belly in and really stay long here as you hover and lift the top leg. So feel that bottom leg anchored, the spine long, and then relax your foot. And we're just going to bring this leg forward and we're going to bring it back. And as we do that, I want you to just maintain that posture. Reach through the tail, reach through the head, your center's pulled in. Really pulling that waist in. And we don't want to let anything rock and roll. Often I see kind of this and this as the leg swings, but we want to just maintain that posture as if we were lying on the mat. One more time. We're going to take that leg behind us, stay right there, and just circle 3 times, and then circle the other way. Awesome. We take it over and stretch. Stay stretched and just rotate and come back up. Good. All right, other side. I didn't get a lot of rotation in this series, but I really just wanted you to feel the alignment and the energy, that opposition today. So hopefully something clicked. All right, really line up the heels and hips and find this elbow, shoulder, waist, and hips in the same line. All right, and then pull your waistline in, reach through the tail, reach through the head, anchor, stretch it long, and really just maintain this posture. Hold it, find it. And then you're going to try to bring the leg forward and back without changing that posture, without shifting your weight. The more you do Pilates, the harder it gets, not in the sense of how hard it was when you first started and you were just getting used to these moves, but more like more muscles are now involved. Stay back there. And your body works more efficiently. You're going to feel more of it. And it's kind of cool. So there's very different layers of Pilates, and then go the other way. And each stage is so enjoyable. Good. Come up, side bend it, and then just rotate and come up and release. There we are. How's your posture feel? Just sit here any way that's comfortable for you. Don't have to be cross-legged, but I just want you to feel how your posture is. All right, hopefully you feel really good. I enjoyed being with you today. And just keep thinking about that sensation of the long spine, okay? We can do long spine in pretty much everything that we do. That is like the basis of Pilates. Long spine, and then we do the other shapes from there. The flexion, extension, twisting, side flexion. So just keep thinking of your tall back. All right, thanks so much for being here, and I'll see you tomorrow on the mat. Take care. To get more out of this challenge, you need to get the Ultimate Pilates Planner. It has everything you need to work from the inside out. So you're going to really work on the mind part of the mind-body connection. You're going to have trackers to keep you consistent and accountable. And my favorite part of this all is you're going to have bonus workouts. So if you don't have time for 20 minutes, you get these quick little 8 to 10 minute workouts to really fit into your day. You're going to get an email in your inbox every day with a journal prompt plus the link to the workout of that day, and maybe some other little goodies for me to keep you inspired and accountable. So head over to balanceToTheCore.com/transformin4.